come on.
DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. DC's turn to pick.
Crystal Maiden.
Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Needs assassin.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Dark Seer.
DC's turn to pick.
Welcome, everybody.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Monotonous
remaining.
sound of my voice. All right, don't
Monotonous
change.
does describe many. It really
time.
is a good encapsulation of all of you, Charlie.
Thank you. I am a two-tone boy, different shades of gray.
Dire team back.
Anyways, we got OverPower here, the team that dumpstered Veggies Esports against
Boo!
Digital Chaos.
Yay!
We got some
It's gonna be some bias casting.
10 seconds
from
remaining.
you.
Yes.
Because you dislike OverPower.
I mean, I'm not saying that I hate them.
DC's turn to ban.
Are you- Why are you
But-
mad that they beat you last time when a team
No,
beat you
I don't
or
care that they
whatever?
beat
You guys were
Dire
you
team.
were
Yeah,
all
but-
cheering. You were cheering for the team that beat you.
Well, actually, they didn't beat us. That was kind of Charlie. We wanted them to do well because we looked better by comparison. If Wheel Wreck While Whistling took any
Well-
games off of those teams, then we
10
could say,
seconds
well,
remaining.
we beat them, therefore.
I mean,
But
you
they didn't.
also look better by comparison.
5 seconds remaining.
The team that beat you beats everybody else.
Yeah, but, you know, I liked Wheel Wreck
DC's
While
turn
Whistling.
to ban.
This is just because of their name.
It's also because of the players.
All right, whatever. Anyways, we got OverPower with Nyx and Darkseer opener against DC's CM Lifestyle.
10 seconds
Uh,
remaining.
So
Ugh.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Darkseer.
5 seconds remaining.
It's just an offlaner that sits there, pushes in the wave, offers you some team
Reserve
fight.
time.
But beyond that, like, I feel like he's not really that sort of flavor of the meta offlaner now. No catch, not an active do shit offlaner. Doesn't give you a way to initiate team fights until he gets like maybe like Blink Dagger and a bunch of other items.
Mhm.
And he's sort of
Dire
one of those
team pick.
offlaners that enables other heroes, which
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Warlock.
DC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Ban out the clockwork. It's very similar to like banning out the Sand King, but you know, Sand King is it still feels like so much better than clock. Well, maybe not so much better, just a more versatile option.
Yeah.
Elder Titan.
But
Diet team
we're seeing some very different heroes here.
Bulba?
The Elder Titan Lifestealer. What do you think is the point of the ET here? Usually when we see that hero,
10
it's
seconds remaining.
it's typically against like
5
some high
seconds
armor,
remaining.
stat heavy agility character.
Yeah. It's usually already determined that the
DC's
core
turn to pick.
is going to be very harmed by this aura, but we don't know that. We don't know the safe layer. We didn't know the mid yet.
Right, and we don't see like a combo hero with the ET either. There's no void, but now we see the
Dire
Puck, but
team
it's
bad.
not.
Yeah,
You don't typically think of ET Puck as like, oh my god, this combo is gonna wreck our team.
And it's not a vehicle for Lifestealer either. It is just kind of weird. I don't
10 seconds remaining.
know. I mean, it's team fight power. Maybe
5 seconds
maybe in some ways
remaining.
DC want to try and put this Elder Titan like kind of as a piece on the
Reserve
board.
time.
You know, whenever you're doing these group stages,
You just want to see.
not
how teams
everybody's gonna go back and be able to watch your games, right?
react. Sure.
Like there's too many games, but they will look at your heroes,
Yeah,
right? So in some ways, like DC are reminding people, hey, this is a piece that we can play.
sure. I think it's also one of those maybe those 4 position heroes that can like camp mid and zone out or maybe not zone out enough, like zone out a mid hero, but like
DC's
make it
turn
really
to
annoying.
ban.
You just punch him with, you throw a spirit on him, you punch him with your staple gun.
Yeah. Dude, they're erasing our stuff. They better not erase the NP.
10 seconds
No, they didn't. They
remaining.
didn't.
All
They
right,
just
good.
erased. Oh my god!
Why?
5 seconds
What is
remaining.
wrong with them?
Oh my god. That was NA's contribution to the board.
Respect.
And Gods, who joined us on the NA panel, just shit all over NA's contribution. Classic C fanboy right there. Unbelievable.
Disrespect. You get to erase that board when C Dota wins a TI.
So we might as well be writing permanent marker then?
Yeah.
That is just a joke for
DC's
joke's sake,
turn to
everybody.
pick.
Relax.
C is actually
Legion
very
We
Commander.
love C Dota actually. Honestly, C Dota
Dire
has
team
been
pick.
very impressive lately.
I'm a big fanboy of T.
All right.
That's the thing is I can as a caster I feel like I can be a fanboy for teams that I have like pretty much no personal relationship like whatsoever.
10
So like some of the
seconds
Chinese
remaining.
teams I'm like I can be a fanboy for that because
Yeah.
I have no personal relationship.
5
If it's any of the like the
remaining.
Western teams, I have a personal relation. I don't like I just don't ever become a fanboy because
Reserve
You know them.
yeah I
You
also know them so I
The
don't like that's
mystique is
weird.
gone.
Yeah. But I could be like maybe God, you know, like he's so good. Faith Beyond. I'm never gonna meet those people. I'm never gonna talk to them, so I can fanboy over them. Anyway, Digital Chaos had picked up a Legion Commander.
They have. I mean, they needed another sort of scaling right clicker, I guess. Single core life stealers, you know. But you know,
10
its
seconds
Legion is
remaining.
incredibly good against Warlock and offers catch against the Queen of Pain.
Necrophos. This is kind of interesting because if you think about it, Necrophos is now super susceptible to any magic damage that's thrown his way because he's not going to have any magic armor when he Ghost Shrouds.
Right.
So he's
That is
actually.
how the ability
If we have a
works.
Dagon, if we have a no, well, I mean the fact that you've got this aura and the amplification of Ghost Shroud, so it's like a double whammy.
Well, we will see what happens. I like the fact that so Jack was right. Like this guy just keeps on picking like these
Yes.
venomous cancer
Yes.
heroes.
Yes.
Necrophos is sort of like that in a way. You
Yes.
know, you got the aura that ticks you down over time and it scales with more HP.
You will pretty much never say Venom
10
does not
seconds
have the better
remaining.
laning phase 1v1 matchup ever. Whether it's mid lane or safe
5
lane,
seconds remaining.
like
He's
in
got
pubs,
some venomous.
so pubs that guy's gonna get counterpicked or something, but he'll still pick up like he'll still pick up mid Viper just so you can't really counterpick him. You know, that's him. Again, that's why we were talking about the couch. These guys are all about laning phase. Like I think it's really important for them to be able to secure a laning phase advantage, be able to move from there.
Yeah, look at all their heroes except for the Nyx do that.
Yeah. And that just seems to be a Colio here. Play. Official count.
The guy's name seems really familiar. So from
Prepare for
maybe
battle.
we've seen him in some other open qualifiers or regional qualifiers or something.
What the hell? Who is account is? Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Guys.
It's
Sorry.
just regular. It's W. Press W.
No, W is now up.
Oh, alright, that's weird.
He's got the WASD, but I don't know his personal setup. So this is gonna be a little rough, guys. Oh god, I don't. He doesn't have a hotkey for last hit denies. Charlie,
Who is this?
this is not a caster, and if it is, they're wrong.
Who is this?
I don't know, dude.
Regardless, we got Dubu's signature
30
CM here.
seconds to battle.
Do you know what that sound is from?
No?
It's from the survival game. Don't Starve.
Okay. I've
In
never
case
heard
you
that
care.
Was most welcome.
All I do is play.
I do like this Necrophos pick more than the last one, where they were facing Nyx Lina. Like, Puck is still not great, but it's not. There's no Laguna Blade,
Sure.
right? And they also had Nyx in comparison to, I guess, CM and Elder Titan.
Radiant
Yeah,
structures
Elder Titan
are
might be a
fortified.
problem. CM's sort of like whatever. If
Yeah.
she gets off a great freezing field or something.
Look at Boots first Colio doing the same thing he did for all those other games. Tries to get a snipe with the courier, doesn't it? And Bulba gonna try and do his best bully impression.
Yeah. This is the mid lane now, guys.
Denied.
So this is why he did it, to counter the Nyx assassin. His link up.
Just throws out the spirit. Now he's got a whole bunch of damage. Look how much damage. 66.
Over
not bad.
100.
Yeah. Punches the
Punch him.
Look
He
at
doesn't
the
even
claw.
care about the tower. He does more damage than the tower.
Look, he's doing it again. Just throws out the spirit. Disgusting.
Disgusting indeed. I think, I guess
Look at
Manafort
him.
is the
He's-
right...
oh my god.
Bulba,
Bulba?
calm down. I mean, there's no stun from
Yeah.
Nyx, so what's... I guess there's nothing really for him to be afraid
Yeah,
of.
he just throws out one more spirit, walks back. It's just gonna go.
They do have Lifestealer versus Darkseer in the bottom lane, which is perfectly fine for Lifestealer since he has his own source of sustain
Sustain,
as
yeah.
well as the
They
rage
got a
if he
CM
wants
there.
to. Yeah, and the CM to be able to put some pressure on Darkseer and make sure he's not all the time.
Yeah, and you know, Doom or Forev is having a great time in the top lane. Like Warlock is one of those like 5-position supports that traditionally, you know, is a safe lane secure, but Shadow Word that doesn't do a damn thing against Legion. You just press the attack that shit off. He's actually out CSing the Necro right now.
That is rough. Because Necrophos is so dependent on his last hitting. Oh man, I'm just watching this now.
This'll come in handy.
Get the range creep. Get the range creep.
Got it.
Alright, he got it.
That's the important one. But also, this stack is going to be incredibly important. Trying to body block Cash, doesn't quite get it.
First blood.
And, oh no,
Missed,
they died.
missed the
Puck
kill.
died. Hey guys, it's not my fault. I went from doing camera work for 3 people and having to rarely cast, to then casting and
Man,
camera
it's
work.
not like you've never done this before, please. This is how we started
Excuse
out.
me, I am a premier Dota caster. I am very much used to having a cameraman.
Well, this, I mean, you know, back
But
when
I
you
guess
were
this
in the
all
trenches, back when you were in the trenches before Blitz Dota carried you the elements, you had to do your own camera work.
And I'll probably have to get used to that again now that Blitz is gone.
Replaced by
Epicenter was the start. Rev. In a little bit of trouble here, slowed down by the upheaval. That is something that you can't press the attack off. Did have the mana, and that is going to be his death. Flying green skulls running at you, Charlie. What do you do?
You phase shift it all away.
So you're saying
Radiant's top
in your
tower is
scenario
under
you're a
attack.
puck?
Yes.
So you're a mid player?
Yes. Well,
I always thought you were a little bit of...
well, you know me best. We do spend our nights together. You know, Kaleo's been involved in 2 kills now. It's been very effective on this.
Invisibility.
Smoke up. Oh, Dubus is pop. Bulbous is also pop. Cash, he sees them, and that is going to be a smoke rotation. Completely failed. Not getting what they wanted out of that one. Let's get an emergency.
Yeah, I got an emergency alert. You know what I like seeing a lot now is like, I think maybe one or 2 years ago, you would see like these open qualifier teams go against more established names or whatever. Did you get the same emergency
Yeah, I
alert?
did.
Yeah. Well, anyways, you see these open qualifier teams go against, you know, more established household names, and they would get dominated. It wouldn't even be close. Like from minute 0, like everything would go wrong. And now, like, shit, I've never heard of OverPower before,
Yep.
but they're sort of competitive with.
I'm pretty sure OverPower hadn't heard of OverPower until probably a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, but
I don't
you know,
imagine this is
they're doing it right now.
yeah.
4 of it since top PTI, and well, as I say that, rotation on Gunner.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Whoa, what is that?
Dire's
That thing is...
structures are fortified.
Opening up chat to make sure there was technical dip.
But yeah, it is really nice to see this go down.
Yeah. We actually have some pretty close games. Colio comes in, just gives Dubu another love tap. They got a lot of chip damage on that big tower. It's currently 1-2 Digital Chaos with a slight lead. And it's about to take this tier 1 if they could just maybe get another smoke ink or something on. OverPower, meanwhile, I would say their lineup's a lot slower, right? Warlock, Necrophos, Starks here. No, those heroes are, well, they may be good in the laning phase and surviving. They're not run around and get kills sort of heroes.
Yeah, there's so much burden on the Nyx right now. And he is delivering in some way. He's been a part of 2 kills, but he's got to keep on doing it while keeping his levels up, and that's why they've given him the off lane here.
Mason is having very free time. As long as he's carrying a TP, there's nothing to really stop him except for Reaper's Sight. So unless Venom is ever going to leave his safe lane, which Necrophoses do not want to do, Mason is free to be able to make plays like this, chase away heroes, and if he ever gets gone. So this is going to be an offlane tower that's going to be dying pretty quick unless OverPower come up with a plan to stop to that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Just take out Roxier's not, not in any position to win. Stop him right now, and Cleo just wants this. That tower goes down.
They have Ghost Shroud, they also have to heal. Abed actually gets a kill on Gunnar in the mid lane with his ultimate. Meanwhile, that rotation didn't really do much. They gotta slow down bottom lane. Man, this guy has such big hero map icons that I can't tell when people are actually engaging on top of each other. Where they're just like near.
Is under attack.
Serious excuse.
What I'm trying to say is, this person's account is garbage. We're gonna have Gunnar rotating up to the top lane with the siege wagon, siege creep pushing in. I suppose this is a good time to put two of your cores in one lane and see if you could take a tower. They've already lost mid, so
Whatever at this point.
yeah, it's okay to rotate out without a guaranteed. Because most of the time you don't want to move your mid unless you're like actually getting a kill. But once you've lost the tower, in some ways it opens it up, right? There's less responsibility to maintain.
I think this Warlock pick right now feels so bad, even compared to the CM, because the CM can at least gank, can do something. But the Warlock, you're sort of just forced to sit there until you get level 6, and then even after that level 6, you just gotta wait for a team fight.
Mason minus farm farm.
The great lifestealer item.
Dubu is actually going to be able to catch Venom here with a couple of slows. They do have the magic damage this time around, so Venom is not going to be able to just rely on the Ghost Shroud, but he gets it off before the duel. Now the question is, are they going to be able to get the stuns to be able to stop the incoming damage? Looks like they will. Venom didn't even need it. He actually has a little bit more heal. Here comes the nuke coming out from Abed, almost enough to finish him off. Venom, but they do manage to get the vacuum. The nuke from Forever will finish him off. Abed's in a bit of trouble though, gets a heal from the Legion commands. That's enough to be able to kill the Darkseer. Run to the left-hand side. Collier's ready to go with the stun. Abed has a phase shift and an orb out. Is going to be able to get to the side. Cash tries to put a stop in that one to be able to get the heal off. Don't think it's going to be enough damage as it is. And it looks like OverPower are just struggling to be able to kill any of the heroes on the side of Digital Chaos. 4-2 now as DC picked up for the 2 kills. And they didn't even have all their heroes. Mason was still bottom. Bulba was hanging out mid. They actually outnumbered DC in that fight, but didn't win it.
Yeah, that was, as I talk about the skill gap, decreasing, it definitely still exists. And DC just straight up outplayed OP there. Unfortunately, Gunnar did not have enough mana to use his ultimate. That definitely would have killed Abed in that fight. Probably saved him.
Hang out on Venom here. He's also going the Rod of Atos build. Was that the same build that we saw?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it was completely fine. It's like super good against Puck. You need some way to lock down that hero early.
Kinda feel like Force Staff is like, there's the stomp and stuff with the ultimate. There's Lifestealer. I feel like the Force Staff would be very helpful for both him and his ally.
He might still get it, but like the double brace, like the build up for the Atos is like everything you need, right?
Yeah. Those early bracers are super good for you.
Yeah, you can still get the
Kolio does have an Ion Shell on him, is setting Bulba up, gets a lot of damage in. They also have the Spike Carapace, so there's no chance for Bulba to be able to get the disengage with the Stomp. So, be able to get that kill, nice and easy. But it is DC still spreading themselves across the map, playing very kind of greedy and farm heavy, while still maintaining a very active lane presence, while OverPower are very much grouped up and playing defensive.
Mason has not had to leave his lane at all, and right now it feels like this lane's just a dead lane for OP. If they can't really go to his lane, they don't have a great way to initiate on him. Warlock still is not level 6.
They're going to have some serious lockdown for that Queen of Pain and... well, actually, all three of their cores are pretty susceptible to the duel. So, for Rev, if he can get this Blink Dagger and get another Thorn in overpowered side.
He should. He's had a pretty good game so far. He's like, pretty much, he's just overtaken.
Oh, that is already precise. That is not going to have any damage. Kill Dubu, of course, he's dead anyway. Oh, what a jump in! Turn around from Abed, and Mason gets the coil, gets the dual damage. 3 down, probably a 4th here, as Cash is going to be chased down underneath the tier 1 tower. A dream fight for Digital Chaos. Not that they really needed it, because they were already up by a significant amount, but that lead is going...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
At this point, like all the supports on DC have hit 6. Like this Warlock is still not there. It's so hard for them to take.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They how does this happen? 13 minutes in, still no rock? That can't be.
Dire's middle
they're
tower
not buying
is under
tomes.
attack.
So there's tomes.
I think it has to
buy
be.
tomes.
No. That's again. That's
That's the bug. Yeah,
that's the bell thing that we're
that's
talking
the
about.
bug. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm betting Kolio took the first tome, which is why he's level 7. But I think as the 4 position, you have to let your 5. Like whoever's more under leveled has to get the tome, especially if it's a big team fight ultimate that changes games. Which I mean, chaotic offerings.
It is really difficult, right? Because the supports on DC side, they can move around and be involved in team fights, where the Warlock can't do anything. He's sort of relegated to only pulling. He can't do anything to the Legion Commander. There's no kill potential for OverPower.
This'll come in handy.
Heroes, right?
Jump in duel onto Gunner. Oh, that thing is actually really cool. The stomp.
Radiant's bottom
Katana
tower
thingy.
has been denied.
Honestly, it's a little confusing with ice shards. Can you imagine if there's like a Tusk in the game? Because the thing looks so similar to ice shards.
Ice shards, ice path, and then freezing field all in the same area.
And an
be a whole lot of
invoker,
blue.
ice wall down.
Oh yeah.
You just don't know where to step.
Babe. Dude.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Folio just ran into a lifesteal.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Feels bad.
And Lifestealer's one of the best counters in Nix's Zest for so many reasons. He ignores by Carapace, you have Rage, so he can't Vendetta impale you, ever. That should never be a thing. And Reaper Scythe will finish off Dubu, so Venom does get his second kill of the game. And a duel in the mid lane for a more important kill. It's going to be Core that dies in the side of Overpower. They lose their Darkseer, and they get more dual damage for forever. Oh, nice stomp. That's going to be able to catch Venom. They do have Cash behind. He's going to throw down the Chaotic Offering, but Necrophos, he doesn't wake up. He's still stuck there for another second, so they easily still surround Venom. He's going to be forced into the TP out, but now there might still be a catch here. In fact, there surely will be. Forev just starts right-clicking away onto Cash. They don't have any lockdown for Gunner, so they're not even going to worry about him. Kolio does give Cash enough time to build a TP out. Nicely played. Forev still 12 seconds shy.
And all that was is DC establishing their dominance here. They're letting them know
They showed who the alpha is.
Yes, you cannot do anything to it.
Nobody's more alpha than Mason.
Dire's bottom
this
tower
team.
is under attack.
It really is. I don't know if there's anybody. Is there anybody more alpha than Mason in the scene?
I'm not sure. Like, Mason's pretty goddamn alpha.
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
first of all, he's just a big guy, right? So there's a
His
check in the
appearance
box.
is
He
like
doesn't seem
part
to.
of it.
Yeah,
but
it's part of it, but it's attitude as well. Like, that guy doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to tell you at all.
Yeah. And speaking of that alpha, Venom goes down. Ahmed takes that one. Abed currently sitting at a score of 7-1-3, has 8,800 net worth on him right now compared to Gunnar, who is suffering at 5k.
We have Kaleo stalking Forev right now, but he's pretty hard to kill himself. Sitting at level 12, got the Golden Club. It's like there's nobody on the thing. Mason gets chased down by Venom, but I'm pretty sure that's like the hardest hero to kill in this game.
They're still chasing after him. But there
just
is a lot of heroes nearby. They are going to turn, go onto the Elder Titan. Almost gets off the stomp. Stopped by the Reaper's Sight, though. He does end up going down, tanking that ability while Kolio got eaten up by Mason. Abed coming in from behind here. Does have the Coil. Holds in Venom. Brad holding off on the duel there. Maybe he was just baiting out the Ghost Shroud. Waiting to use it a little bit later. Moves off that Rod of Atos. Now they jump in, are going to be able to take down Venom. And now it's just a chase, a cleanup. Whatever else they can get, they'll take. That's going to be cash. That'll be the extra duel win for Forev. Now up to 54 plus.
This is a game where it's hard to find an opening. Doesn't, Abed doesn't choose to pursue, but like this is a game where it's hard to find an open. Overpower here. Only take a fight with Warlock ults. But that guy like gets bursted down.
Yeah.
He'll get killed in every single fight without getting off an impactful rock, just by simply the puck with a lifestealer bomb initiating onto him immediately. Warlock's gone, and then at that point, like Overpower doesn't even have a way to punish that.
No, they really don't. Technically, they do have Nyx Assassin. That is the only thing that Nyx Assassin is.
He's got a preemptively.
Yeah, preemptively spike carapaces the pop out of the lifesteal. That is so hard to do.
That's so hard.
It's so difficult. They're gonna be able to grab him. Oh, just explodes in a fountain of blood and guts and glory for Forev 68.
I think the even more demoralizing thing is that I don't think Overpower even... They're just trying to get individual far and play safe right now, rather than trying to go for plays. And in all fairness, I don't know what plays they can go for.
This'll come in handy.
We say drafting problem then. The way this has gone down. Outplay is obviously a factor.
Yeah, it's. I think the big issue here is that one, your off lane, Darkseer, it doesn't do anything to pressure the lifesteal.
Rock's gonna be dropped. Mason turns around, still swiping at it while he's waiting Venom for get out of the Ghost Shroud. Actually moves forward, gets the Reaper Sight. Nice vacuum back into the wall. This is actually looking good for Overpower, unless Mason can overpower them all. He's gonna have to deal with Venom here with the regen on top of him. Abed's gonna be able to dodge a lot of his damage, holds off of the phase shift, waits, blinks forward, and actually just orbs away. He's not gonna be fighting around, and Mason is just seemingly invulnerable. They're just completely ignoring him until everyone else is out of the fight, in which case Mason is 2-1. Good fight for Overpower.
Yeah, that was good for them, but like you see, they got the perfect initiation combo, and they cannot kill Mason.
Abed has the Ion Shell on top of him. He's not going to be able to make an easy blink away. Seems like movement speed is...
Just gonna shrine up. Warlock. All their ultimates are down, so they can go for Roshan here. There's a very convenient arcane rune sitting outside. And yeah, it looks like they're gonna take the. They should take the fruit. At that point, you can just hit high ground. But yeah, I think this is definitely a lot to do. Warlock versus Legion. Your offlane gets pressured while their offlane pressures you.
Yeah. for Mason, since he is going to be the tower hitter, he's going to be the one sieging the tier 3s. Extra life. Polio's looking for a comeback hand of Midas. Gunner blinks back. He's going Orchid into the late. Have a plate mail that was considered considering a Lotus Orb to remove the silence, I think, but he has now changed that into an Aghanim Scepter, which is probably for the value plate. Jumps in. Duel is going to be catching cash here. Kolio is going to be able to put a stop in that one, so it looks like the duel damage isn't going to go the way of Brett, but they might still be able to get the kill, thanks to Dubu slowing him down. Actually doesn't pursue it. Probably for the best. Obviously, we know he probably had the leeway to be able to go for that kill, but at this point, you can never trade away yourself for a support when you have this much of an advantage. Gold difference alone will make that very much not worth it. It'll be like a 200 gold kill and give it away like 600 gold.
Mason's just gonna safely range siege the tower with Aegis.
With the Rod of Atos, Kolya is actually trying to make an initiation here onto Dubu, get that kill and then get out, but unfortunately he's going to be stopped by Bulba. Force that surge away, still not enough. DC do have damage. Make it a quick 5 versus 4.
I mean, I
ready
respect
to go
that.
high ground again.
He tried to do something.
Dual Scepter for the Rod of Atos. They are going to drop the Chaotic Offering, get the Reaper Scythe out, but they don't have the damage. Now they do! They actually do manage to bring him down ever so barely, and Mason loses his Aegis as well. The backline's Fred is actually having a hard time finishing up that Queen of Pain as well. It looks like the stomp is going to be enough for Mason to get out, but not enough for Farev. So, OverPower do manage to hold here.
They're going to keep on going.
They're not gonna kill. Oh god, that's a turnaround. Mason actually almost finished up Gunner. Gunner managed to jump away just before the stomp. Mason instead gets the Warlock. And Gunner, with this little HP, can't really help out Venom. He can't really run into trees either. Dubu had that one covered. Gets a little bit of heal off. Kolio munched up. 2 shots is all it takes for Venom to finish him off. Another surge. Venom gets more distance. He'll be good.
That was definitely some hubris from Abed over there. Did not need to blink in into the base.
No, he didn't. He could have just let Mason siege some more. After all, he had the Aegis.
But instead, he baits the rest of his team in, and half of them die. But, you know, at the end of the day, probably learned his lesson from that. I can't imagine that we'll see a similar fight.
Slowing down Venom. Takes that tier 3.
Yeah, they probably safely try and take the shrines now or something. Go for an investment.
They're gonna be able to grab. Oh, Gunner, that's a big one. They take out the Queen of Pain. Venom's already down to half health. Now even lower after that combination from the Elder Titan. They clean up 3. All 3 cores drop there, and only one of them had buyback. That's the Necrophos. Kolio now gets spotted. Didn't have a duel, fortunately. So nothing to stop Kolio being able to walk away, but Venom might just die again. They activate the shrine, but it's a bit too late. The damage is overwhelming. DC once again rip through OverPower, this time inside their base, turning 1 lane of Rax into 2, and that into a GG call from OverPower.
Yeah, pretty much it. Like Gunnar says, it's a disaster. It's a disaster! Just the laning phase didn't work out for OverPower, and it just sort of, you know, it was a slippery slope after that where their heroes couldn't make plays while DC made all of them.